Streets talk about. If it ain't making money, ain't nothing to talk about. Keep my mind on them stacks, cause that green give you cloud. If it's bread making, baby, I'ma always throw that down. I done put my work in the streets, rapping shot on these beats. A lazy man gon' stop, but a grinder always gon' eat. Everybody can't do what I do, that's why I'm crushing your crew. From Chi-Town, Memphis, Tennessee, and all through the Lou. I'm so fresh and so new, got a hot album too. I done came out of nowhere and I'm taking all of these suckers' juice. I keep my promo on them poles, keep that powder out my nose. I'm staying focused, man, with 1 million copies sold. Say my name. What's my name? Say my name. Stayed on my green. I ain't never gonna let nobody talk me out of rolling with my team. Y'all know what I mean. It's money hungry fiends. They think they can outsmart you by selling you a dream. But I stay grinding cause I'm bread making, homie. And they can't figure me out because they really don't know me. You got that paper, show me. My mama didn't name me Toby. These suckers want slaves, but I'm shaking them like Kobe. It's real in the field. I'm the lion on the mill. I'm the hollow point tip pointing at you ready to kill. These suckers better chill, but I ask brother Will. The king is in the building, so you haters take a meal. Say my name. What's my name? Say my name. Yeah.
The Chicago nigga.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Yeah, man, listen. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, check. This is the day of reckoning. This is a day of reckoning. I'm saying, you know, I didn't do nothing. You did it. Yeah, Marcellus. I see you. We all see you. And we all knew this fugazi type of persona that you were given, and you got so much correction going on. You know, you talking about how Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark, and giving all of those different takes that I put on the, you know what I mean, on my podcast, on the wheels, to let everybody know that I dated what it is. Well, guess what? Today is your day. And you gonna get it personally, like you gave it to Angel. All her supporters is giving it to you on YouTube. And you deserve it because you opened your mouth. You said things out of place. And you went there personal when you're saying that you didn't go personally on how Angel feels about anybody or any of the girls that's in the WNBA. You have no right with your sassy self in the places and spaces of women. I don't care if he did put on some football gear once in his lifetime. But most men have their sassy moment. And it's a lot of men that have a whole lot of sassy, you know, look, you know what I mean? Look, I guess you could say not just the word sassy, because the meaning of sassy is, you know, has a meaning in itself, but feminine like, aspects of them that comes out. Welcome to the Gingerbread Man Show. This is Steady Serving Sports ENT, an extension of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast with my main man, K-Sap. What's going on, K-Sap? What's happening? What's happening with you? Shout out to the Full Court Trio. Shout out to the Players Club. Hey, shout out to the brand new podcast. Get that off my chest with me and my brother K-Sap, giving you, 2 days in a week. Sundays and Wednesdays, 9:30. Tune in. You know what I'm saying? Tune in and you going to be able to see your brothers get down like you live. We got special guests coming up for the shows. And we also definitely have views of of our own that we're gonna get up off our chest. You could call in and everything else. But I wanted to say good morning, chat. Good morning, and welcome. Welcome in. This is a place for you. This is what I do every day, Monday through Friday at 10 o'clock. Now, we're going to go there because I like to always start my show and give a shout out to my chat. Good morning, Mama June. Good morning, Brother Dennis. I see you in the building. My brother from another mother, Brian. I got to do it, Brian Lewis. It says he whipping his wife. That's good. They locked his That's right, Brian. I appreciate you, bro. MDT, I see you in the building. Look, y'all, as I always do, I want to give it up to the people that helped me build the podcast, and that is my chat. There are these people that come to this channel, that support this channel, that helps this channel grow, that comes to the chat daily, faithfully, and whenever I'm on, they always put it out there, share, like, and also subscribe and give to the channel. So I appreciate each and everybody that supports your brother. Now, we gonna go and keep it real around here. Marcellus has so much to say, but I gotta give, I know I be the number one baker. You dig what I'm saying when it comes to this right here? But I'm saying, but the number one baker is also the number one player, bars. But I gotta, representation of somebody, somebody that I really do start being really fond of, bars and takes. She been coming up. I mean, I got kudos to her because I like the girl, and what she's doing and how she coming up. You feel me? I mean, she really have been doing her thing, and I give a shout out to somebody that's rolling, and she put it out there on, how she feel about a certain situation.
Marcellus, Wiley, oh, we coming for your ass. Bars and takes.
Yeah, that's my stage now.
Marcellus Wiley arrested for domestic violence against his wife. Oh, y'all know Marcellus Wiley, Mr. Morality, Mr. Let me tell you how you supposed to live. NFL player who's always hating on black athletes, black talent, black anything. Oh, but we about to get at you, bro. We about to do it the way you do it, though. The way you rap about everybody's life. We about to give you some bars for being behind bars. Let's go. Be slow, boy. Thought you had all the answers to everybody's questions. Judging everybody else, now it's time for your inspection. High horse, tall talk. Every sermon in the air. Now accountability is hitting your motherfucking chair. high morals. Always gotta preach to Shadur Sanders, Angel Reese. Won't let that black talent breathe.
Listen, that's what he get. He done lit it up. And now, because he was so critical, you got Jason Whitlock. You see all these different people. You know what I mean?
Wait, this is gold.
You got everybody was waiting for you, Marcellus, to do your thing and get it out. Everybody, because I believe in this, chat. Everybody make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has that moment. But you don't put your hands on your wife. No, you don't go around beating women. I can't agree with you on that. Look at that. Everybody got a microphone to this. Everybody, hey, we had a good show last night, y'all, with Dre Day last night. So go check us out. We had a really, really good show. Go check it out, man, on get that off your chest. But anyway, y'all, I wanted to just come up with the little messiness that was going on right now with Marcellus Wiley. And he always got something to say when it comes to Angel, something to say when it comes to Shador, something to say smart out of his mouth, being slick. But he could not figure out how to keep his hand off his woman. But you figured out how to come on the podcast and air out people's laundry or whatever it is that you got, that you see what's going on. And no better form, because the man is definitely in trouble. I don't gloat over anybody being locked up on them bonds, because I understand. You know what I mean? I ain't like it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't go for that, but I'm just saying, I mean, being coming up and understanding, and then, going behind the bars, and, and also getting a situation where they telling you got a no bond. Oh, God. They say your brother ain't had no bond. I was like, wait, what? The bond judge said, you go to the screen in the county. When you go to the screen in the county, he say, you look at it, because when you come in, you don't see a judge. When you go into the county in Chicago, you go to a room and it's a big old screen. It's a screen. It's a big old screen now. You go into a room, and then your hearing is in a room, and you looking at a judge through a screen, and then mine was real quick. I came in the room, they closed the door. I don't know why I had to be in handcuffs, because there wasn't nobody else in the room. Wasn't nobody in the room with me. I don't know why I was, you know what I mean? But Chicago County, that's just how the county jail here in Chicago. Anyway, Cook County Jail. I'm in the room. I'm looking at the screen, and check. The judge said, no bond. I was like, huh? Wait a minute. I was just selling my own music. I mean, I'm just selling my music on the street. Man, y'all don't understand how hard it was in Chicago, man. We were selling on music. I got arrested for not having a peddler's license. And then they charged me with selling circular music. It was my music. But you know, I did. You know, I had some DVDs, CDs. You know, some that, but they tried to put it with that. They tried to put it with that. But you know, I went to jail for that, and I was in the room, and I was like, then they put me in the bullpen. It was a horrible experience. I went through that, in you know, not remembering how it was as a teenager. Because, you know, when you go lock up as a teenager, you know, you get locked up, your parents coming to get you, you know what I mean? Your daddy hitting you in your head and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, Daddy, I ain't even do nothing. I was on my way home, and they stopped me for curfew, and then they decided to take me in jail. I was on my way home from the party. I just was walking home. Didn't nobody have no ride. And you know, when they went to go and hold you in the cell, you know, in Chicago as a teenager, or, you know, we all go to jail because somebody was doing something. A couple times that happened. But I'm just saying, I was with some rough people in my life. I ain't do it. I just so happened to be around. I promise y'all, I ain't do it. I ain't do it. I'm for real. I ain't lying on TV. I ain't do it. I was with him. But I ain't do it. And I mean, it just happened spontaneous. It wasn't no situation. Jack, it wasn't no situation where it was like, yeah, we gonna do this and we gonna do that. It was spontaneous. So when I got locked up or something, when I was young, it was spontaneous activity. I didn't do nothing. It wasn't me. I promise. It was just spontaneous. And then it just happened all of a sudden. It was just something happened, then it just seemed like police always show up and just show up. Like when your friends do something and you there, the police seem like they show up right when it happens. But after they didn't get to see what happened, they get told what happened and they pull up and it happened, and then you get locked up. And then all I was saying was, y'all know my famous saying, I ain't even do nothing. Because I knew my father was at home and I ain't want them dirty hands. But, you know, I got them. But I'm just saying, y'all, I ain't want them dirty hands. And then, what? I'm just saying, I just got to keep it real with my chat. Good morning, MSL. I was looking for you. What's up, brother? What's going on, Troy? What's going on, Green Thumb? Good morning, baby girl. She wins. My baby niece in the building. MR, what's up, baby boy? My brother. Hey, look. So y'all gotta forgive me. I got shell shock. We talk about Marcellus being locked up. I'm just saying, man, look. It ain't nice. It ain't easy going in that county, baby boy. They told me, they said, no bond. I say, wait a minute. I didn't shoot nobody. I didn't murder nobody. I mean, unalive nobody. I didn't rob nobody. I didn't do nothing to nobody. But I got a mo bond hearing. And then the worst part of it all, chat. Wait, hold on. The worst part of it all, chat. The worst part, I was put in Division 3. Now, if anybody know about the Chicago County Jail, Division 3 got a whole bunch of rats running around, and I mean, it's not really taken care of. Okay, it's county jail anyway, and then you know you got a shower curtain. That's not a shower curtain because it's broke. It's a broke plastic. It ain't thin plastic. It's like a hard plastic curtain to take a shower in the shower. I mean, I ain't lying, y'all. I ain't lying. It took me 3 days to even take a shower. I mean, it took me 3 days. It took me 3 days, and I mean, I don't know. Uh, uh, I don't know, y'all. I was upset. I was disappointed in the Chicago Police Department system. I couldn't believe that I was in Division 3. I was in. So you got max, medium, and non-violent crime. Why they put me in the violent crime section? I was selling my music. Why am I in Division 3? And then to make it bad, when I come up into the Division 3, I'm walking past the sales, and then my nephew is up. My brother's son is up in there locked up. So my brother's son was like, wait. Hey, y'all, Kelsey in the building. He said, oh, what'd you do? What'd you do? I said, hey, man, shut the fuck up. He said, huh? I said, shut your ass up. He was like, oh, okay, my bad. I said, why is he calling me uncle up in this thing? And then he said my rap name up in there. And then he said Uncle Claude, because I called him back to chat. That was my very first day getting locked up and going in there. My nephew was on the damn block. And it was funny as hell. It was funny. It was funny as hell. I was mad then because I felt like I was being unjust, which I was. But that's just how Chicago get down, Joe. They get down like that. They lock your ass up. I was selling my own goddamn music on the street. They lock your ass. But of course, that was like over past the warning and all that other stuff. And I was just trying to get my stuff out by any means necessary. And and then they had some DVDs, CDs that was in the car. You know what I'm saying? In my car. They went to the car. They ain't just stopped me. They went to the van, and you know what I mean? It was bad. It was bad. But I just gave y'all a little story, man. You know what I mean? Young, when I got whatever, I went on to the service. You know what I'm saying? I went on to the military. I was gone. I was like, now I know what is happening. But after you go to the military and you go and do something distinguished, you have a good career and everything. What's up, live, life, love? And then you have your prominent type of situation that you got going on, and you trying to do something positive, and like, you don't expect to be going to jail and shit. You don't expect to be going to jail. But what had happened was I went to jail. And they put me on Division 3, which is where the violent crimes. I was in the violent crime section. And I ain't even do nothing. I mean, I handle, of course, y'all know I can handle myself. You know what I mean? I am a trained man. But I'm just saying, my damn nephew on the same block, in the same division, on the floor. And then, I ain't even eat nothing for 3 days, chat. I was depressed because that judge told me I had no bond. So then, my wife had to try to go get, some type of representation, You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you're not really prepared for these things. We have some money, but, you know, I'm having babies. I got a lot of babies. So the money that I'll be in, you know, I got children at this time. I got children in grammar school. You know what I mean? They all about to graduate from 8th grade and stuff like that. Anyway, so, you know, I had a lot of stuff going on at one time. And when I got locked up, no, I think Claude was going to high school. Yeah. So, but anyway, long story short, don't go to jail, man. County is not, I mean, the county in Chicago was horrible. And then they had your brother in there with no bond. So I just spoke on that on behalf of just being, I understand about that. And I want no black man to be locked up. Okay, let's get that out. A black woman to be locked up unless they did the crime. But unjustly, I don't want no one to get locked up unjustly. You understand? If you ain't did the crime, I don't want no one to be arrested or thrown in prison. But you hitting on your wife, that's not a good look, Brother Marcellus. You got so much stuff to say about Angel. You got so much stuff to say. No, she Marcellus Wiley wife is brown skin. She black. She black. Yeah, his wife black. I believe Marcellus' wife is black. She not white. Let me see. Marcellus. Marcellus, he come right up. Marcellus Wiley, he come he vibe. His white black man. So you know he in his, you know what I mean? You know, in his late days, you know he middle-aged man. So you know you know what I mean? Marcellus, you got a beautiful wife, man. Why you hitting on them kids, mama, man? Marcellus, now you gonna have to take something from Big Bro. I'm just saying, you know, Marcellus, you know, you can't be hitting on people. First of all, you keep your hands to yourself. That's the first thing, Marcellus. And you shouldn't be putting your hands on people, you know, and hitting on your wife, your children, your children's mother. You know, I don't want no man. My father taught me not to put my hands on my sisters, let alone. And when I was young, you know, I didn't grow up, put my hands on my sisters. But, you know, I understand, you know, and I'm not saying that I got a clean track record. I'm not saying that. I got a clean track record. I've gotten into it with my ex-wife. That's why she my ex-wife. And my restraint, I had to have a long restraint because my ex-wife, she, you know, she from Cabrini Green. She from Cabrini Green. We from the west side. You know what I mean? Things is hard. You know, the sisters, you know, back then, what, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, you just don't, you got to do the best you can to restrain yourself from hitting on any woman. That's the only thing I can tell you. But, you know, sometimes you got to learn that. I hate that he got to learn this in his late age. You know what I mean? You too damn old to have to be learning this damn type of lesson. I'm just saying, you kind of like up in age to have to you know what I mean, to have to learn this type of lesson. And I'm going to drag your ass for it because you always got something to say. You always got something to say negative about Angel. You always got something. That's his wife, y'all. And he in there smacking on that lady. What he doing? She beautiful too. What you doing smacking on your wife, man? What's wrong with you? Don't you got some of that good confidential talk that you be talking? Huh, Marcellus? Huh? Huh? Don't you got some of them good words and how you supposed to conduct yourself, Marcellus? Huh? Huh? At 50, you should have control. You a grown old man. You should have some type of control over yourself. Huh? Huh? Marcellus? Huh? Ain't that? Huh? Huh, Marcellus? You should have some type of, some type of big, type of genre of words of how you supposed to been conducting yourself, and handling the way you handled yourself. You know what I'm saying? Right, Marcellus? But no, we got to get it on TMZ. You all up on TMZ. Arrested for alleged domestic battery in Florida. They said the former NFL star and longtime caster Marcellus Wiley was arrested in Florida over the holiday weekend. TMZ has learned, according to jail records obtained by TMZ Sports, Wiley was booked in the Orange County Jail on July the 4th on a charge of domestic battery. The 51-year-old remained listed in the jail system following the arrest. What, you ain't got the money? You on YouTube? You clickbaiting? I know, see, but y'all don't understand that most, people that play in the NFL, I done had people, family members, cousins, then the man that was, managing us over in our group, then he was a football player, so they be like to live a lavish type of lifestyle, even though they days of playing in the NFL is over and they girl is used to living a certain thing. She probably was like, look, this YouTube money ain't enough. Anyway, 51-year-old remained listed in jail system following the arrest. According to custody records, he is being held without bond. I told y'all. Details surround the alleged incident that led to the charge and who was involved were not immediately available. This is not the first time. Wiley has made headlines this year. In April, he was accused of sexual assault by 4 accusers. Oh, you can't keep your hands to yourself? Your wife said, Ninja, you did it. He said, I ain't do nothing. She said, yeah, you did it because it's 4 of them. You know how women put things together. Hey, women so smart, they be putting things together. They be like, No, that dumb ninja did it. It says they are attempting to leverage lies for personal gain. As they say, assassination by accusation. That's their goal. They trying to be by lying. They lying on me. They lying on me. Marcellus, well, it said 4 accusers. It may deny the allegations on the episode of his podcast saying they are attempting to leverage lies for personal gain. As they say, assassination by accusation. That's their goal. They trying by lying. Yeah, I don't know, bars. But I don't know, Marcellus. I don't know. You violent. You violent, bro. You 50 years old and you putting your hands on your woman. I don't know if you can. That show that you ain't got no restraint. That show you ain't got. I'm just being honest with y'all, chat. I've been with my wife 31 years. I ain't busting my woman lip. I ain't bust her nose. I ain't hitting black her eyes, swell up her face, hitting, you know what I mean? I ain't doing all that. I'm walking away from your ass. You got so much to say and you arguing and shit. That's what I do with Honey. I do that with Keisha and Tony too. I be like, okay, y'all want what? And then I just go ahead and then it be over with. And Honey be like, no, that ain't fair. That ain't fair. You being disingenuous. And I be like, no, I'm trying not to argue with your ass. That's what I'm doing. I ain't finna be going back and forth with no woman, no female. I ain't doing it. It's just unmanly to me. I mean, you can say what you want to say, but it's at a certain point when a woman is talking, you gotta agree to disagree and let her know that you're gonna still stay in charge of the situation. I'm just saying this is how my daddy taught me though. This is how you still stay in charge of the situation because you not going. But I'm saying, no, I'm saying, and then I'm not even trying to avoid that sassy, thing that they be trying to, throw on you. Oh, you a man and you going back and forth with a woman. No, you saying some stuff out of line, out of pocket. I'm going to tell you about your ass and then I'm going to just walk off because I'm not finna be, you can't go tick for tack with no woman because she's smarter than us. She come from God. God made the woman, the black woman. He made her himself. He didn't let nobody, he ain't take no rib. He ain't do, I'm sorry to inform y'all. I'm just saying, I know what to try to say or whatever. But the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us that God made the black woman himself. That's what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us. He said that Allah, God, the first woman made, which was the black woman, he said he took no parts of a man and thought of his own second self and made that black woman. That's why she's so perfect. Everything is like, ooh, Lord, when you see her, she come in all flavors and colors, ain't all sizes. I'm just saying, that's just what they said. Y'all, I ain't up here, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying God, what we was told, made the black woman from himself. So if it's God, then it's you. And you got the wisdom of God because of course you have to bear and rear children, the wisdom of rearing children and bearing and have them suckle on you, you know what I mean? And bringing them up, giving them all of the, yeah, you smarter than us. We chopping trees. we finna go kill a, you know what I'm saying? Go kill a deer or something. We gotta go get the rabbit. I'm just saying, y'all gotta make sure everything is nice, everything is right, everything comfortable, the mental situation. Y'all got a lot to deal with. A woman, I mean, thank God he made me a man. I'm glad, I'm just saying, but because I get to enjoy your greatness. I'm just saying, I get to enjoy your greatness because I'm saying that the woman do it for me. The woman do it for me, period. But the black woman really do it for me. I'm just saying. I'm just being honest. What's up, Uncle J.E.? What's going on? I'm in here talking secrets. I see you in the building. Lord, listen. So we got a situation where the man, you know what I mean, beating on his wife, but he got so much to say in the podcast world, is having some fun with it because he always on this judgmental kick. He always got something to say about anything. and Angel don't like and Caitlyn. How you know, Ninja? But we know you don't like your wife. We really know you don't like her right now. Wiley enjoyed nearly 10 years in NFL career after being selected by the Buffalo Bills in the second round of the 1997 NFL draft. The defensive end also suited up for the San Diego Chargers, Dallas Cowboys, and Jacksonville Jaguars, earning a Pro Bowl selection in 2001 after recording a career-high 13 sacks with the Chargers. Following his retirement, the football player Wiley transitioned into broadcasting, becoming a familiar face on sports television with stops at ESPN, Fox Sports, and he co-hosted several debate shows. We reached out to Wiley and his representation and commitment and say they have not yet heard back. No, you ain't heard back from this joker. You ain't heard back from him. And yeah, I did want to make 40 minutes on this mark for hitting on women because he got so much control. He got control. AL 504. Hey, mama, Uncle J.E. He got so much control. You know, he talk about how he know how Angel feel. He know Angel, she hate Caitlin Clark. She really is just a jealousy thing there. It's really something real. You know, you could tell, you know, you look at her disposition, you could just tell that she like, dude, you so feminine. I knew it was a feminine aspect to him. I knew it was something. Cause you don't be hitting on no damn women, man. What's wrong with you? Is you crazy or something? Yeah, you crazy. You out of your mind because they told me that you kind of crazy for real. Cause the helmet. I'm just saying, y'all, allegedly. The people did tell me though, allegedly, though. You know what I mean? I got cousins and stuff that's in the NFL right now. But I'm just saying, allegedly. They don't really mess with this dude because this dude is a shady character. He a shady dude. You know, some of these guys, they go to college and they think they white boys. You know what I'm saying? Your mama was in the projects, you know what I mean, was with who or whatever, and you was raised in her. You try to act like that didn't happen. I'm just saying. You try to act like now that you got some money, that's all thrown to the side. Well, you know, what you say, MSL say, I love MSL say, he always be judgmental on black athletes, particularly Angel. This is wild considering he graduated from Columbia, but act like such a damn fool. Yeah. It says, what you said, but in addition, those conversations on the right wing media automatically hate her, and for that to get paid, yeah, he on all that. What's going on, Sister Jackie, my girl? What's happening with it? Y'all listen, hit the like button. Y'all hit the like button. Good morning, y'all. Good morning to all my family. So y'all, I just wanted to end up. I gave him some energy. I got it all out, but I'm gonna just tell you just like this. Marcellus Wiley, you a mark. With that Compton hat on, you know you a mark. You gonna hit on your damn wife at 50 years old. At 50, we are supposed to be at the seasoned part where you don't want no smoke like that. Now, 20, 30, but late 30s. But 40, 45 is the cutoff time for really stupid mistakes because you got to walk the right way at 45. But you 51, going on 52 years old, and you doing these type of things, you ain't no damn youngin'. You should be seasoned enough to understand a woman. She not finna be shutting up. Especially if she going through premenopause. If she going through listen, my wife going through that shit. And I'm just telling y'all. If she going through premenopause, chat, what is you sitting there arguing with a woman who hot? She hot, then she cold, then she super hot. It's snowing outside with ice on. She hot. She hotter than hot. She dancing with the devil, and it's 30 below. And you arguing with a woman who hot, irritated, and then got a cycle. Hot, irritated, and got a cycle. I'm just saying, Brother Brian, I'm trying to, for real. Why you trying to argue with her? And then she done pop some babies out. She done pop them babies out. Hey, see, you still here? We gonna get together. Listen. She hot, she bothered, she irritated. She done popped out babies. You know what I mean? She looking, my wife look for everything that's wrong. Automatically, I'm snitching. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling on honey. She want to beat her. I'm older than you. I've been here. I was here. From my recollection, I was a grown-ass man when you still was in grammar school or something like that. I was married and you was in grammar school or, you know, I had a child and stuff. You still was in school, little girl. Leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Anyway, I be like, leave me alone. I'm gone. I go walk. I'm finna go walk bear or something because I ain't gonna walk bear. I might go sit on the front porch or I'm gonna close up in the garage and I'm gonna be talking to y'all because you ain't finna be, listen, you ain't finna be arguing back and forth with no doggone woman. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Oh. Okay, MSL. I know MSL got a whole lot to say about this dude. I'm going to this for MSL. This for MSL. God damn, MSL. I wasn't trying. Hey, ADP, this man beating on his wife, ADP. This man beating on his wife. I'm just saying. Hey, Auntie Fee, the dude can't keep his hand. You know, he can't keep his hands to himself. I'm just saying. You know, he got some. You remember when he saying that Angel is you jealous of your wife, Marcellus? You hate your wife, Marcellus. Hey, Marcellus, you hate your wife. I'm just saying. Meanwhile, okay, we about to be up here. It says, I already put it in the chat, MSL. I put it in the chat for you come up for a second. But it said, you better leave wifey alone. She is right. We women are full of so much intuition, insight, and wisdom. Yeah. I don't tell it. Man, a woman, you know what I mean? Even the ones that you think stupid, them women sharp, man. Y'all better be trying. Hey, if you a man, don't be trying to outthink no woman because she got idle time. She got time. She got time to think on what she thinking about and then think again about what she was thinking about before and think about what she was thinking about when she was thinking about what she was thinking about. She got time. That's all going on in a woman's head while we trying to figure out the screwdriver with is this a hammer nail screw, or should we use the hammer for this screw, or should we get the wrench? What? Yeah, the screwdriver is what type of screwdriver? That's we keyed in on that type of stuff. We keyed in on that. Say, my pops told me you can never outthink a woman. Facts. No, you cannot. She is smart. It says, I don't understand how these beautiful women goes out with these vile men that disrespectful to women and breaks my heart. Yes, sister, I'm sorry. You know, secret. It says the reserves will be released tomorrow, but the vote has gone. Camilla might not make it. I already know. I don't even expect Camilla to make it. They slighted Kelsey Plum, and not one of the dream players was a starter. Angel, listen, they gotta have some type of drama. Our headline, AC. They gotta have some type of, you know what I mean? They gotta have some type of drama. So meanwhile, Kelsey Plum getting overlooked for the starting position, and she having an MVP year. How Plum Dog wasn't on the starting team? Chat, can y'all tell me that? How Kelsey Plum was not on the starting team of the All-Star game? So obviously she ain't that hurt not to be started. Obviously. But old girl on the Sparks, the coach, she gonna speak about what she think is going on. She gonna leave it on the line about Plum Dog. You know, let me pull it up for you. Crazy work, y'all. Crazy work. This WNBA done got out of hand. It's becoming really, really political, and it's not real. I don't want to watch WWE. That's why we stopped watching the NBA. We stopped watching the NBA because it was like WWE basketball. I mean, you know what I mean? Like fake stuff. Anyway.
Actually meant to start with this. What's your reaction to Kelsey Plum not being named an all-star starter?
It's ridiculous. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's not a. It's become a social media popularity contest, not about who the most impactful players are. She's by far, I mean, the best one-on-one player in the league. She's having an MVP season. I didn't even know that, but it's.
Yeah, it just came out. Yeah, she was not a part of the starting four backcourt.
Shocking, but yet not surprising. And I hope our league can get to the point where it's not just popularity in terms of social media, and it's actually about what these guys are doing on the court.
Well, I believe the vote is a mix between like the fan vote and then players and media, but it still just didn't work out in their favor. I mean, what else does a person have to do if they're averaging 24 points, 6 assists, a 5'8" guard shooting above 50% from the 40, field? 90, yeah. Like, what else can you do?
Other than be super active on social media? Nothing. Like that seems to be what the parameters are. So, but KP's about winning. She's about being great, being excellent. She'll take it in stride.
What are you going to, if you haven't been able to talk to her about it yet, when you do, what are you going to say to her about it? Because, I mean, she's having a season that is worthy of being MVP. An all-star starter. Well, yeah. MVP, but an all-star starter for just for the base level.
I haven't talked to her yet about it. I'll see how that conversation goes.
Okay. And just, again, kind of talk to me about where do you feel like you're at, kind of at this middle point. It's almost time to start getting ready for the Seattle Storm, but you spent so much time on yourself. About ready to kind of start flipping the switch a little bit?
So tomorrow's off, which the players need, staff needs, because we're heading into a stretch of 7 games in 14 days. So we're not going to get a breather for a while. So tomorrow's off, and then Saturday we'll start working on Seattle and start getting back to the cadence of game prep, practices, that kind of thing.
A couple of the players I'm going to talk to today is going to be Kiana and Laura. What have you kind of seen from Kiana these first games with the team?
Yeah. I think she's done a great job. She's come in and, again, we needed another point guard desperately, and she's filled the role, and she's figuring things out as she goes. She knows her role. She knows we defend the way Phoenix defends very different. And so it's taken these 3 days of practice for her to make sure that fundamentally, principally, she's doing what she's doing defensively. I think will really help.
And what about
I would say this, y'all. Kelsey Plum should be a starter on this all-star team. Social angel. Let alone Jessica Shepard starting. I ain't just talking about, if we just talking about the fandom, Jessica Shepard don't got the fandom nowhere near rocket ship of what Angel is. And don't be giving me that, oh, the Angel people didn't come out. Man, they shaved they shaved her numbers. They shaved the numbers. I'm going to say it outright. I ain't talking about no damn allegedly. I'm telling you what they did. Now, who did it? It was alleged. But they shaved her numbers. Not to have Angel Reese in the starting five. She's supposed, listen, you don't have 5 million followers. And you're not number one in anything about social media. You don't have 5 million followers on nothing. And you're not number one on anything that got to deal with social media. That's just, it don't add it up. You know how they say, add it up, black man, add it up. Add it up. Add it up. It just don't add up to what it is. And we know how this is, where, a lot of people be like, oh, her fans is always complaining. They just as worse as Caitlin Clark's fans. And what's the difference between Angel fans and Caitlin fans? Because Angel fans are angry black women mostly, and angry black men, and fight the power of men. That's what they are. The fight the power of black people that has to put their fist up in the air. I'm telling you what they say. I'm around them. What's up, Wonty Mac? I see you, Brother Jonathan. They want to say, oh, Angel Reese's fans are angry people. They want you to believe that Angel Reese fans are angry people. When really, what really it is that Angel Reese fans are people who are tired of her being beat up consistently in the press. What's up, PG? Wody Mac, I see consistently being talked about, consistently disrespected, consistently, actively being beat up on the doggone court, consistently not being treated properly on her own individual goddamn team. You can have it your way. I definitely, what happened in Chicago. A general manager takes his picks to go and put out a hit piece on any player, let alone it be Angel. On any player, the GM going out And he using and weaponizing the media as if they always do, because that's what they do. They people weaponize the media on black folks for years. So this is just another angry little black woman, an angry little black girl that they put in the press, that Jeff Paglioccia was able to put an angry little sassy little ghetto little strong-willed black girl that's Sister Soldier herself into the wheel, and she's just, you know, highly irritable, and she's not good to get along, and she's a very well subject of being a cancer. Angel has been through all of that shit of coming along, and then of course what she may be going through in Atlanta, because she's going through something because they losing. So that got something to do with it too. Losing 5 straight. That's not hey man, if anybody is a competitor and know about basketball or football or any type of sports, losing five in a row, the team is arguing. I don't care who you think you is and how you think that they so nice to each other. They arguing about 5 fucking losses. Trust me. You don't know about sports. You don't know about sports. Yeah, go ahead, my son.
But sometimes that's not always a bad thing, because sometimes you can be a bit too nice.
You want it. That's right. You want it to
be.
Right.
Sometimes you got to get it out your chest. And you got to be.
But these people are delusional. Oh, she loves her love she. Let's clap and be a family.
You talk about us, the fans, or the Book of the Month Club they're doing now?
Just the fans, period, that think that this is a bowl of jelly. You know what I mean? It's not.
Well, here's how I look at it. Looking at the losing streak, and particularly the last few games that we saw. Somebody brought up something which I didn't really think of, and I don't know if you did either, Bro Club, but this actually makes sense. When they were 12-4, right? Angel was strictly the only starting big, right? Because Okot was kind of like coming off the bench. Last year, like, we like to think that Angel was replaced for Bree Jones until she comes back. No, that wasn't the case. We all forget BG was on the team. She went to Connecticut, and Bree Jones is hurt. So they had 2 bigs last year. Now they only have 1. So they were able to get to 12-4 with essentially Angel playing the big when they weren't really had another starting big. So that was actually incredible that they were able to do that. So to your point, what happened during that 5-game losing streak? Yeah, we can say a lot of things as far as what the hell happened. At one point, you were 12-4 with just primarily Angel. Now, I do think
you got 2 bigs.
Now, I do think I know
Okot is legit.
But she doesn't. Yeah, but sometimes she doesn't play. That's the only reason why I said that. Now I know everybody wants her to play.
Camilla, she's a freshman, and she comes from South Carolina. It's
because some games she don't play much.
Yeah. That's awesome, Mesco.
Now, you'll probably say to me, well, play her more, because I do think when Bree Jones comes back,
she's not going to get those minutes.
The offense will dramatically change for this reason.
Yes.
Angel will be forward. She'll be facing the basket more, and she'll be able to more help facilitate the offense, dribble penetration. She'll probably take more mid-range jump shots, and she'll be able to dump the ball into the post for Bree Jones the same way she does or she did for Camilla, because quite honestly, as we've all seen going back to that last GSV game, the guards do not know how to pass the ball into the post, particularly when there has to be angle passes or bounce passes. I remember there was a pass that they did to Angel that got picked off, where all they had to do was throw it in front of the backboard, but they didn't know how to put the arc to throw it to her in front of
the backboard. Let me hold your greatness. Let me stop your greatness right now. That's not actual. Jordan Canada been passing big to bigs all her goddamn career. So I don't want to hear that shit.
Then why is she not doing it now?
She had BG last year.
Because she had some of those turnovers on the last game versus GSV.
I got it, but she's a champion. We got to keep it in context. and I gotta let you think about. I know you ain't, you just coming off of trying to figure out what it is, but no, Jordan Canada been working with bigs her whole entire career. She knows how to get the big, how to get the ball into a big.
But
So
bro, Claude, but you have to admit that not only has she made some bad passes, but Angel
yes,
had to work with her
she's
and
not
talk.
passing it to Angel. I'm trying to get it out of Yoda Lulu. She's not passing it to her, brother. Get
And you feel
it
and
in
you
your
feel it's
head. No,
because she
listen.
doesn't, and you
I
feel
want
it's
all
because
of
she
you
doesn't
guys
want
to
to.
stop it. I heard some of the stuff that was on the channel yesterday. Stop it, y'all. Stop it. Don't be the Lulu. I'm a straight up guy. She's not passing it to Angel. She went away from her again in that game. Stop it. Jordan Canada is a very good player. She's been playing with bigs all her life.
So you're taking the argument that she just doesn't want to do it because they're being selfish at the end of games and they want to play hero ball.
All right. Do I
Oh,
call it
bingo,
out?
bingo. You feel it's hero ball.
Did I call it out?
No, they are. No, they are playing hero ball because here's the thing, right?
Right. My man, you on page now. You on
With Las Vegas, with Las Vegas, right?
yeah.
They still allow Nelissa Smith to get the ball
Yes.
and shoot at a damn near 60% clip because they get the ball to her in the right place at the right time. You don't have to be a great player in order to score. You just have to be able to feed off of your teammates or the people who are giving you the ball or to get you the ball as soon as you're open or in motion in order to score. So there is no excuse, and I agree with you with that if that's your belief. There's no excuse to not getting Angel the ball,
That's
especially
not
when
my belief. That's what I know. I played this game.
especially when Angel is hot. Okay. So one of your
I
arguments
played
is
this game.
so
I
one of your
know that
arguments is that Angel
I
is
teach
fit.
little kids to be able to hit bigs. I teach little grammar school kids,
Well, here's the thing, bro, Claude.
8th
I'm not saying
graders.
you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong, but to me,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter whether she can't do it or because she doesn't want to do it. Because the point is, you're not feeding the post, and you're not going to win jack if you don't have an
absolutely.
inside
Now
outside game.
you cooking now with fish
Like
grease.
you're not going to win. So they're stupid. And the thing that I've noticed is the guards can shoot 15% from 3-point land. But if Angel misses 1 or 2 shots, all of a sudden the ball's not going to her, but y'all can miss 10, 11, 12, 13 shots in a row. That doesn't make any sense. And if you go with the ebb and flow of the game, Angel gets more engaged as the game gets deeper, as the game gets closer, and she's going to make some of those big shots at the end of the game, like she's done all her career and in the first half of this season, because it almost seems like we've had 2 seasons. And to your argument, bro, Claude, I'll give you this. When the wheels started falling off the Atlanta Dream is when they stopped going to Angel for all 4 quarters. You can make that clear delineation.
I've been saying it, but didn't they call me? You was on the show, didn't they say, "Oh, there you go"? I disagree. I don't agree that anybody got it out for.
No, I'm like you, bro, Claude. I think the ball should be in Angel's hands
It should be in her hand.
at the end of the game. But let me give Smesco, though. I know y'all don't like him. Let me give Smesco one mulligan. Angel is out
Okay,
now.
80 feet.
Of course y'all will say he should be playing Ocott more. There are games where Angel is out there struggling with 2, 3 people diving into her body, trying to get rebounds, and God knows where Nas or where any of the guards are when they're letting people like Flajay grab 10 rebounds on them. So the way Smesco probably looks at it is he would probably love to get Angel more involved in the facilitation, but now you're giving her another role that's going to tire her out because he already can't afford to sit her. Every time she sits her, the team makes a run. And last game he tried to sit her twice for less than a minute. She had to get right back up and come into the game. So from his perspective, let's be fair, to have her facilitate the offense, anchor the defense, deal with the rebounding, plus deal with her own scoring, and having 2, 3 people put their body on you all day, and he's not playing. I'm going to say Ocott because I know if I say backup, people going to get mad. And he's not playing Ocott. the minutes that y'all want. And because Bree Jones is not there, I think when Bree Jones comes back, we'll see more of the Angel that we saw last year in Chicago.
The last part I believe is true, but what I will say, and I stand on it, and I don't care who be, you know what I mean, be trying to knock what I say. But I'm just
You
saying,
just calling it. You saying they selfish and playing hero ball.
I just called it what it was. I called it what it is because we were complaining for 9 games when Angel flashes, they don't give her the ball on time.
Well, would you admit that Leash is a terrible post passer and Ryan is okay?
Well, Leash, listen, man, y'all be. I really.
You think it's a will thing. You don't think it's a technique thing. You
It's
think
a,
it's a will thing.
it's a will. You have to want to do it.
But then if
Least,
that's the case, then that's the coaches. Then that's the coaches.
right?
Then
You
the
have to.
coaches
You
at
have to
fault.
want. That's all I was trying to tell y'all. Y'all be thinking, oh, Semesco, you hard on Semesco. No. Alicia Gray is a slasher. It's easy to get the ball to any big. She quick. She got a quick.
Once you penetrate, you make the pass.
She got a simple. This is simple. This is simple mechanics, bro. We talking about. I know it's a lot of sisters or brothers that just watch the game and see whatever it is. But even the argument of Russell Westbrook wasn't no point guard. Okay, but he turned into one, and guess what? He was there to tie Oscar Robertson's record in passing the ball and facilitate. You know why? Because he can drive the ball in. He can put he makes the defense come to him and pay attention to him. He was a point guard who drew defense.
I think the problem with the team, and unfortunately or fortunately, I think Bree Jones will force this to happen. But I think the problem with the team is, I think Angel would probably love to face up more and do the high and run the offense through the high post. But I think both Jordan Canada and Ryan Howard feel that
Absolutely.
they can do that job. And I think Angel doesn't want to step on their
toes. Angel got a whole lot of that. Didn't I tell y'all this last year?
Now, when Bree Jones comes back, she'll be forced to play that role because they can't sit in the same spot. They can't sit in the same spot down low. So she'll be forced to play that role, kind of like what she did with Camilla. But for now, I think she feels it's encroaching on their space because Ryan is an idiot and Jordan Canada's an idiot. Because let's take Jessica Shepard. And I
wouldn't say that. They just it's something. It's not them being idiots. I wouldn't say that. I think that they're being selfish.
Brokaw, let me say this.
Go ahead.
On the broadcast they had last week, I think on USA, they spoke to Jordan Canada and they asked her, tell us one thing about Angel Reese that we don't know. And you remember what she said, right?
Go ahead.
She said she's a very good facilitator of the basketball.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Jordan Canada said. So if you know he's a very good facilitator of the ball, okay, fast breaks are not just enough. Right? Like fast breaks are not just enough. When you can also spread out as a shooter, Jordan Canada, or as a penetrator, or as a cutter, and when Angel has the ball either in the low post or in the high post or on the wing, you should cut to the basket or you should be face up for a shot. But they just stand around and do nothing.
Because this team has no design outside of the 5 and out, which I told y'all that was not going to work. Which I told
but in fairness,
five
bro,
games.
When they were 12 and 4, they were passing the ball, bro, Claude. For that little 5-game stretch when they beat Indiana, they were passing the ball. You don't think?
Listen, I'm just saying the dream players are good quality players. the Dream have really 4 all-stars that's in the starting 5. Arguably, you're gonna tell me with 4 all-stars, arguably on your team, definitely a champion at the general position as a point guard.
Bro Claude, can I just say this real quick?
Go
There
ahead.
was several passes in that last game versus GSV that they tried to pass to Angel that resulted in turnovers because they telegraphed their passes to Angel. You saw those, right?
I mean, because it was a telegraph is also, did you know this in mechanics? Telegraphing is also a hesitant. Did you know that?
I mean, you know what?
That's a hesitant. I'm just telling you because I play the game. It's fluid. A
Bro
reaction.
Claude, I played the
It's an
game
action
too,
and
but
a
I'm not going to
reaction.
go about my exploits and all that stuff. But
It's
but
an
go
action
ahead.
reaction, right? It's an action reaction game, right? It's an action reaction game. Is that correct?
No, but I do think that their guards are not the best post entry passes. They're not.
They have not been the best this year, but bro, Jordan Canada, once again, she wasn't no bench rider. It ain't never been. She
Yeah,
knows this game.
Yeah, but her role was different on those championship teams than it was
No,
on
but
this
he just played
team.
last year and was in number 3 in the WNBA with BG and Bree Jones. We just talked about it, right?
Well, Bro Claude, you're a baller. You know someone can average 6 assists, but those 6 assists are not the tough assists. They're the assists that anybody could make, or she can make some tough assists, but then at the end of the game, well, you need to make a simple entry pass. If you can't do it, look at how many times Jordan Canada turned the ball over to end games the last few games.
But that's what happened. Hey, Courtney Vandersloot lost the ball in the last seconds.
Well, ancient. She's a hedgehog.
But
so
I'm just saying
hedgehogs can't play basketball.
But she's a top 2 passer in all time in the WNBA.
But she's 38 years old and looks like Free Pella.
But you can't take it away from her.
Okay.
You know, if you know how to ride a bike, goddamn it, because you 75, you don't know how to
So
ride
you can go in the NBA right now or college and make a pass, Bro Claude? Into the post?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yes, I can. Right now. Heavy.
All right, super bad.
And make a right pass. I do it anyway in practice.
With somebody in your face.
With someone in my face. I guarantee you that. You don't lose that, bro.
All right, Superfly.
I'm just saying, listen,
Ron
I'm not bragging
O'Neal.
on myself. I challenge a whole bunch of, that's why when they be talking and talking.
What was Shaft's name again? Richard Roundtree? All right, Richard Roundtree.
Yeah, hey, I'm just saying.
Dolomite.
In fast time, I could get a pass in. I'm going on the courts anyway.
So you Joanna man.
No, I'm not Joanna man. I'm Bro Claude that got history and know how to do it. And that I've been playing basketball since I was 10 years old. I'm just giving you guys the reality of the thing.
Well, Bro Claude, we're essentially saying the same thing. You're just taking the tack that they're purposely not doing it, and I'm trying to be.
You trying to be optimistic.
Or fair.
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying. See, purposely sounds like it's a ill underlying motivation.
We both agree with this. When Angel was more involved in the defense and more involved in the offense, that's when they were playing their best. I think we both agree on that. So the question is, how could Smesco, Ryan, Jordan, and the others don't see it? Now, of course, what she says sports, I just said her name, and you may say because the others, whether they're jealous, they want to make the all-star team, whatever the thing.
I don't think they're jealous. I don't think that they're jealous of Angel. I don't think that
so then we're back to bad habits.
Yes. I don't think on this team, Angel is dealing with girls jealous of her.
But if that's the case, Bro Claude, then that's a beautiful thing because then that means this can be fixed. The coach Wiley.
Yes, it can be. That's all. Thank you so much, sir, for
Okay,
repeating
and I got
what
a
I
question
said.
for you. I got a question for you. You're gonna love since you just said that because I know you watched, and if you didn't watch, I'm gonna bust. I'm gonna bust you up, right?
Go ahead.
Why did the Las Vegas Aces what was it that made them 500 last year, and what did they change in order to do the turnaround that they did?
Asia Wilson cried on that podium, and how much that they're not focusing on the main thing, and how certain spirits in the locker room have changed at that point when she
So
was crying.
Asia pulled a Jose for the same reasons.
Asia,
But where Jose said there's some selfishness going on up in here.
did she say it last year? She said it last year.
And Jose said it this year.
Then Jose said it this year.
So basically, they need a mea culpa, whether it's from the coach or from a player or whoever, to say, what the F are y'all doing? We are not playing winning ball. We are not playing team ball. And how embarrassed are y'all by what we're doing now? We damn near lost 5 in a row. And you know the
No,
league
ain't
is
no
against
damn near you lost 5 in a row. Eat it.
You lost 5 in a row. You know the league is against us. And by the way, before we get off, I definitely want to talk about that vote because I do have some feelings on that vote. But yeah, they need that mea culpa.
That I don't like. So chat. No matter what these other people, you know what I mean. I know you be in whatever, you know what I mean, in some of the channels y'all go to. I don't think that the girls don't love each other. I don't think that exists. I think that they really do care about each other. I don't think it's no jealousy. I don't think it's no jealousy or none of that.
So what's wrong, bro, Clark?
It's a cohesiveness of gelling and getting together.
But they had it 8 games ago. What happened?
Mel, because it fell apart. The All-Star game, accolades is coming in. You didn't think I told you? Didn't I tell you, brother? You don't.
So you think Jordan Canada wants to make the All-Star team, and that's why she's chucking up
shots? What the hell did I tell you? You listen. That's why you brought it up. I told you this.
I hope not, bro, Claude. Because in order to win a championship,
bro,
you
did
have
you hear
to
Semestro just say,
sacrifice.
arguably, I got 4 All-Stars on my team?
Well, 5 if you include Bree Jones, right?
If you include Bree Jones, yeah. But she haven't played. She haven't played though.
But I will agree with you. I will agree with you with this. How the hell you have a team with potentially 5 All-Stars and you are not competing for a championship? That don't make no sense. But you know how that happens? Look at Seattle. Look at Seattle last year. Look at LA Sparks last year. Look at LA Sparks this year. In the WNBA, you can be talented. You can even be very talented. But if you don't have the coaching and if you don't have the management, guess what? You ain't winning shit.
You ain't winning nothing. You're not gonna do it without someone having an aha moment.
Yeah, the WNBA is too talented.
Oh, boss, what's up, baby?
Just off talent.
Yeah, you're not gonna. You
gotta have the front office, and you gotta have the coaching, and you gotta have the talent, and you gotta have the players in the right mindset.
I think that the talent-wise, the Dream is right up there with the Lynx, the Aces, and New York Liberty. I think that they're even better than the New York Liberty. To me, that's just to me. I think that the Dream is better than the New York Liberty.
And when you include Okad, they're probably the best best 16 team.
A lot of people argue and say, you know, they ain't got no bench. They ain't got no bench. I disagree. They do. It's some stuff going on. It's something.
What do you think's going on, Brokaw?
They have to find the continuity, and they have to go back to what the main thing was when they first started the season. Even though they didn't go get to, in particularly for Angel, they knew that they was going to be under this type of scrutiny if they were a losing squad.
See,
right?
and we didn't even talk about that yet. Not that it's the all alls bees all, but we didn't even talk about the officiating, which is horrendous in that game. Before we even get to the elbow and get to Leisha's 4-pointer that they took away, Angel got a steal early in that game, took 2 dribbles, got knocked down by the GSV player, and
Yeah.
I'm yelling at the TV saying, "That's a foul! That's a foul!" And they steal the ball, and she got a steal for it, Angel. So if you got
Yeah.
a steal for it, that means you have possession. So if I have possession and you knock me down, that's a breakaway foul.
Yes.
That's a breakaway foul, and they did not call it. And the elbow thing was one of the worst calls I've ever seen. And that idiot, I forgot her last name. She was the one, if y'all remember, that was on that podcast with Angel McCautry when they said, "Oh, Angel, you should take your money and give each player $10,000 to make her feel better." I don't know if y'all noticed, but it was that ice chick who did the game when she said, "Oh, there's the foul. There's a foul." She hit her with the elbow. She hit her with the elbow. It was that same chick that was on with Angel McCautry saying she need to go fund the players on Chicago.
Yes.
So the announcers are trash, the refs, and the refs are trash, and that chick for doing what she did was trash.
Amir, you talk about Amir.
No
So-
contact.
So Amir is, she's a Gamecock. She's a good Gamecock, but she also played her hand.
She overplayed her hand because that flop wasn't even
This the game.
convincing.
This
Because it was the left elbow that should have hit her first. She didn't react to the left elbow. She reacted to the right elbow, which was 4 inches away from her face.
right. So the thing is that she Angel ain't the first one Amir done that to. They planned, they know. Listen, this is what me and you talked about many days.
Yeah,
And
Kayla Thornton did a similar flop
and,
to Angel
and,
the
and,
first game in Golden State
and
when Angel put her leg out to go after the ball and Kayla Thornton fell and the ref called the flop, though Angel never touched Kayla Thornton.
but
And
we've
Kayla
been
Thornton
talking about this,
laughed
brother.
at her the same way that Shakira laughed at Angel when she fouled Angel and she knew the ref wasn't going to call anything.
But we knew, brother, weeks. I told y'all they not gonna get the thumb off of Angel. They not
But
gonna
this
do
is
it.
why, and well, call me an optimist. Well, this is why they have to play team ball. And if I can make one criticism, just one criticism
Go
of
ahead.
Angel,
Go ahead.
right? If you know you're not getting the calls down low, and yes, she did do this in the last game. She started pushing it more on the break, which was smart, and she started driving to the basket more, which was smart. They even talked about that on the broadcast. And also, I would also like to see her take, and she did take a 3-pointer in the game, but also take a mid-range as well. Face up, just face up. Don't, if you know you're going to get beat up down low because they can hide the fouls down low, then pull the ball out. So it's just you and your defender, and then you drive to the basket and either pull up or pass the ball, whatever. And she did that last game. The problem is, as you said, they stopped going to her in the fourth quarter when she was cooking.
Yeah, I don't know the problem of you're not gonna listen. Every team in the WNBA is spread it out enough now. No one has a stacked team in the WNBA right now.
How could a ref miss this, bro, Claude? How could a ref miss this on replay?
It was intentional. It was
Well,
number 44. It was the white girl, number 44 with the blonde hair. She don't like Angel. She don't like her.
Okay, let me say this. Anytime we bring up these fouls, right? Because fouls is one of the things in sports that people are not going to want to talk about. So you could only talk about fouls with Angel in 2 ways. One, you show the video. This video is overwhelming proof. She didn't touch her. So how could they not reverse that call? The other way is to just talk about what you already know. Angel rejected the corporate deal. Angel is not a Nike athlete, and Angel she's not with IMG, Clutch, or any of those big agencies. And also Angel was pro CBA, pro player when she came in the league. So unless you talk about what happened between 2023 and 2024, a lot of people who we tell this to, they will have no idea.
They
And I'm not
just
even
call me conspiracy theorist, Claude.
right. They just call you conspiracy theorist. But we can prove that the league has an issue with Angel. Bro, Claude, you just talked about one of them earlier, right? I love when they say, "Oh, Angel has fans, but they're not involved in basketball." That's the biggest bit of malarkey I've ever heard in my life. If
Crazy.
if you have overwhelmingly more active social media followers than
100,
any
almost
other player,
2 million
than any
more.
other player in the league,
Almost 2 million more.
when she comes out with
1.5.
sneakers, and clothes and this, you know how many people I know that say, "I'm gonna go buy it, I'm gonna go this, I'm gonna that," just because it's her. So we're supposed to believe that when it comes to all-star voting, and she says, "Hey, go out and vote for me and my teammates," we just gonna sit around and go, "Oh, I don't know." And then you have people like Jessica Shepard, Natasha Howard, though we love her, and Gabby, though we love her, who's a forward. These people have no social media presence, they have no social media numbers, and historically, they weren't great players in the league. Because normally, and we've all seen this over the years, Bro Claude, I know you know this, the players that normally get voted as starters are people who have been doing it year in, year out. You can have people who can have a great, great, great year. But if they were a bench warmer their whole career, like Jessica Shepard, they're not going to get voted starter.
Absolutely.
That's not how it works. That's
Well,
not how it works.
Well, to be fair, she was on Cheryl Reeves' team.
I get that, but here's the
fair,
thing, right?
let's
Go deeper. Let's go deeper.
Mm-hmm.
So the class of 2020, right?
Mm-hmm.
Caitlin, Paige, and Angel. So
No,
they claim Paige was the number one vote getter for guards.
Mm-hmm.
They claim Caitlin was the number 3 vote getter for guards.
Yes.
But Angel Reese is number 6 behind Jessica Shepard, who has no social media presence.
No.
And behind Gabby, like I'm with you.
I told you they shaved it. They shaved it.
Go ahead, Bro Club.
They shaved it, brother. I'm trying to tell you.
I believe you 100%. You know why I know this? Because that FIBA vote, which they won't talk about, right? Not only was Angel trouncing Paige 4 million to 2 million, and Caitlin 4 million to 1 million. You know how we know this is all a setup? Because they shut it down, got rid of the site. You couldn't access the site. You couldn't look at the site, and they won't even mention it or talk about it today. So what that tells me is the WNBA and its co-conspirators will never allow Angel Reese to win anything as far as they're concerned when it comes to basketball and the technicals which they stretch. Because if that was the case, what was the big deal of having her win that stupid MVP vote?
The thing is that you might be a little far with saying never, but right now.
Well, okay. Maybe it's hyperbole, but the point I'm making is that she was trouncing Paige, and she was trouncing Clark, and that's the only snippet that we've got to see out of the WNBA, core, so to speak. And they made sure they shut that thing down. They changed the whole criteria. They changed the whole vote, and they got rid of the site so we couldn't take a screenshot of it and say, "Hey, Angel Reese was busting that ass." And I agree with you. I think that goes back to the fact that Angel did not take the corporate deal. She's independently managed.
Yes.
And she's not down with Nike. And as we've said before, Angel made it very clear on that interview that her and Kathy don't see eye to eye. And you get the impression that Kathy did not treat her right, which is why with the All-Star vote, you remember what she said? She said, "Well, I expect them to disrespect
me."
She wasn't talking about the fans when she said that. She was talking about the WNBA.
Yes.
Because it's been a war against Angel from 2023 to 2024 when she was waxing that ass, not just on the court, but she was waxing that ass in money. She was waxing that ass in NIL. She was waxing that ass in sneaker deals. She was waxing that ass in web impressions. She was waxing that ass in Q ratings. She was waxing that ass on Sports Illustrated covers, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, when that girl on your screen wasn't doing a goddamn thing. A goddamn thing. So what changed? Nothing. Right? She didn't win a championship. She looks the same. Her personality's the same. Her game is still tired. She's still a flopper. She's still a complainer. Nothing has changed. But all of a sudden, the WNBA decides to go on this whole publicity campaign and say she's the greatest thing since sliced bread. She's the best. She's the this. She's the this, to make you forget that at worst, it was her and Angel that changed college basketball, if you want to believe that story. Or it was primarily Angel because she had did all the things before Caitlin Clark that she jumped on the bandwagon trying to do now. Remember, Clark got her sneaker deal in 2024. Angel was offered one in 2022 and got hers in 2023. So if Clark was so popular and so marketable, why did it take her so long to get a sneaker deal? And why is all her endorsements official WNBA sponsors? And she was so marketable.
Yeah.
They're all official these are all giveaways.
I agree.
They're all giveaways. It's not stuff that she's earned. So I don't believe anything they say about her that comes out of WNBA. Because the other day, bro, Claude, right here on YouTube, somebody made a comment about Clark.
Mm-hmm.
And then within a few seconds in the same comment section, someone under a different name made the exact same comment. I'm like, bots, like bots, like I really wonder if this girl really has any online support, because it's always people just saying stupid stuff. And I'm like, but where's the actual basketball conversation? Where's the actual basketball fans? Going back to what you said, bro, Claude, do we really think, and some of us repeat this stuff, oh, we didn't vote for her enough. I voted for her almost
everybody did.
Day
Everybody did. Everybody did.
Day I could. So
Everybody.
I believe that. So like you, bro, Claude, I said to myself, there's no way in hell that in 3 years, the player with the overwhelming majority of social media followers, and many of them are active, they're not fake, they're active followers, cannot be one of the leading, if not the leading vote getter for 3 years running. I don't believe that. That's Kathy. That's the league. That's Kathy. And there's no one that can convince me of that. So the line they like to throw us is, oh, well, they don't vote. BS. Because Big Dog, fan of the show, Big Dog has said, and y'all have all heard it, he said that Angel Reese supporters are 50 times more knowledgeable, meaning that it takes only 1 out of every 50 Caitlin Clark channels actually know basketball. So the Reese supporters not only support Reese, they support the league.
Yes.
They support the league because we all learn the sport if we didn't know the sport already. So I will never buy this excuse that, oh, they don't vote for her. That's a goddamn lie, because you know what? You know why advertisers go to Angel so much? Because they don't need to spend big money on television to get a rate of return on her, because she has a built-in following that will buy her shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clark can't go on the internet and say do this because she don't have no internet followers. She doesn't. That's why it all has to go through the WNBA. It's a payoff. It's a payoff for her to play the racist thing, to play the racism card, to play the victim. That's all. It's a payoff. It's not because she's a benefit to the league. It's a payoff. Because if it wasn't, why is all her sponsors official WNBA spot? It's a giveaway for compliance.
Yeah. Me personally, I'll just tell you this. I'll keep it buck with you. I feel like Caitlin Clark does have fans. I feel like she has following, of course, from Iowa also. I do also feel like the fans come from the white, um, the white link up uh, from from so you gotta get the dynamic. I know you on
Can
the
I ask
East
you a
Coast.
question, bro, Clark?
Wait, hold on a second. Let me get it out. You're on the
Okay.
East Coast, right, bro?
East Coast.
But I'm in the Midwest. That shit is white racist as shit that goes on that you can't even fathom. Coming from New York and Brooklyn and understanding where you come from the original Black Mecca, right? You have no sense ability. That's why when Malcolm came here, he was
He went
kind
to
of
Harlem.
I'm talking about when Malcolm came from you guys and
Oh,
came to
okay, okay,
Chicago, he was distraught in Westchester.
okay.
He was distraught because it was a shock. He an East Coast dude. Same thing with the minister. Right now, I'm just saying, listen, you guys got to understand that the Midwest is a racist pot. And those guys that came from the South, those people that came from the South, white folks also that came from the South, they stood there in the middle. And
But
in
bro,
Iowa,
Claude,
in Iowa,
but I can prove to you what I'm saying is true, and
yeah,
you
but
also know the
no,
answer.
I believe you. Listen, I believe you on some of that, but some of it is just white people saying they have a brother and sisterhood. MSL don't think that.
No, no, no. But bro, Claude, here's the thing. That
We
sisterhood
got
or
a brother and
brotherhood,
sisterhood. They got a culture too.
right? But bro, Claude, here's the thing, right?
Go
And I'm
ahead.
not trying to be Pollyanna about this. I'm being
That's why the orange man is in the goddamn office. They have a brotherhood and sisterhood, bro.
but bro, Claude,
And
here's the
it's more
thing.
of them than us.
But bro, Claude, but check this out. But check this out, bro, Claude. And we've discussed this many times.
Yes.
First of all, the biggest endorsers in this country are black, regardless of what the majority of the population is or what they say, are black. The LeBron James, the Michael Jordans, they claim Coco Gauff makes 33 million a year. And she's a nice girl, but she ain't got no personality. But that's just tennis, right? She
Uh,
makes more than the white girls, in tennis, etc. Tiger Woods, Serena Williams when she was doing her things, et cetera, et cetera. So despite that, market researchers will tell you that race, when I say that race is not an issue in many things, but race doesn't determine who the marketer is. We used to think that because remember, Larry Bird, as white as he was, with blonde hair, was never a top endorser,
no.
right? It's almost like it's like white folks can love their black athletes and still be racist,
Yeah, no, that's the truth.
at least some form of the population, because it reminds me of that Archie Bunker episode, if y'all remember, from the 70s, where Archie Bunker met Reggie Jackson, a great baseball player for the Oakland A's and the Yankees. And if y'all remember, Archie Bunker was this bald-headed, Carol O'Connor was the actor, racist dude, and that show is what begot it, the Jeffersons, just so y'all know.
Right.
And when he met Reggie Jackson, he was guffawing, that word, guffawing, like he was all over Reggie Jackson, and his son, they call Meathead, is just looking at him like, but I thought you was racist, Dad. Like, what the hell is going on? But that's how some white people are when they see these great athletes. Yes, some of them may be racist and not like it because they wish they were in their shoes, but for a lot of them, it takes them back to their childhood dreams, where they go, yeah, I either wanted to be like you, or I remember you from my childhood and I still have that feeling in my heart for you. Where if some dude was to roll up on their daughter, they be trying to smack them, saying, get the hell out of my house. That's just the way it is. So you don't need to be white to be a top endorser, because to my knowledge, there's no top white endorser in America for sports. So Kathy knows this, and that was one of the number one reasons why she wanted to basically knock Angel out, period, because she knew. Oh, but let me get back to what I was going to say. But what I was going to say to you, bro, Claude, into the chat, America got to see both players in 2023 in that final. And after that final, as I always say to y'all, Angel got all the spoils. So despite all the white people you just mentioned, bro, Claude, she didn't get anything. her NIL stayed the same. It didn't budge. It didn't move. Angel got all the spoils, the Q ratings, the Sports Illustrated covers, the all that stuff, right? The media impressions, the ESPY awards, the BET awards, the Met Gala, ON3, that magazine that publishes the NIL. They had documentaries on LSU and Angel and Flage about the money they was making. That following year, that LSU team was the biggest team starting that 2024 season. You didn't hear jack about Caitlin Clark. Jack. She was a nobody. So yeah, she had people that liked her and followed her, absolutely, but not at the level that Angel did, because even if you go before the 2023, she had the block with the shoe off. She had the little TikToks and the little booty shorts that got like 7 million views. She got other TikToks with 10 million views, and that's just on YouTube. And I don't even follow her like that, but I've seen the videos. Caitlin Clark had nothing close to that before. When Caitlin got big was when Angel got knocked out in that Elite Eight. They played in the finals. 18 million people watched that game, right, in the final versus South Carolina, right, beating the record that they had previously, because each year and when you got deep into the tournament, the record got better. And then before that, the WNBA had went to her, signed her to official WNBA sponsor. So all of a sudden, they claim her NIL went from $500K to $4 million. So they reported it for legitimacy to say, oh, she's got $4 million in NIL. But what they didn't say was it was all with WNBA sponsors. So how the hell you got WNBA sponsors and you're not in the WNBA yet? But nobody wanted to ask that question. And then all of a sudden, they gave her some more, and then they claimed her income was $16 million. But now they brought it down to 12. We'll see what it comes up to now. Now, they tried the same thing with Angel, and you know what happened. They said, okay, get rid of your manager. We're going to give you a manager, which means they're going to control your ass, right? And Angel said no, because as y'all know the story, this is the person who gave up her big-time corporate job because she believed in Angel so much before Angel really blew up, because she saw what we all see, which is why Kathy knows that if Angel was promoted properly, or if they didn't promote Clark the way they did, Angel would be the biggest star in the league, because Angel's just that girl. She's just that girl. Clark has no personality. She never won a championship. Right? Her game is not what they tell you it is. All she does is argue and flop, and there's nothing aesthetically beautiful about her game. That's just a lie that they tell us. That's the okie doke, right? And her personality is nothing to write home about, both on and off the court. So but no one ever asked the question, well, the only reason why people are interested in Clark is because they tell us to. It's not natural. It's not organic, because if it was, Bro Claude, if it was, where were all those advertisers for her after America got to see both players in 2023? The advertisers and the TV stations, etc., and the fans determined that Angel Reese was the mercurial person that they needed to hook up to. And that's what Kathy wants us to memory hold, because in 24, she said, the hell with Angel Reese, I'm just going to promote one player. And when I do talk about that other player, I'm going to try to make her a villain.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about y'all, but I get all type of feeds like every day that says Angel Reese elbowed this person, and then she elbowed this person, she smacked this person in the face. And maybe it's because I just get Angel content and they do it to everybody, but I'm sitting here saying to myself, they're trying to make it seem like she's a dirty player. Well, we know the two of the dirtiest players in the league are on the same team. They're Aaliyah Boston and they're Caitlin Clark. But they want us to believe that Angel is a dirty player, just like how they want us to hate her, because they always come out with negativity. But the one thing I will say, Bro Claude, all these Black reporters and Black YouTubers who are now following the WNBA, they have to be informed on what we just said, 2023 to 2024, because until they understand that Angel is the bigger star,
But
They will just accept they'll just accept what the WNBA tells them. Because you brought up a great point. How the hell can somebody with 5 million subscribers with just on Instagram alone be number 6 in the fan voting behind somebody like Jessica Shepard and Gabby Williams? God bless their heart. Make it make sense, because the fan vote is usually more of a popularity contest as much as it is a skills contest, which is why they have the media, which you know is full of it, and then the players.
absolutely.
Because they know they can't trust the fans.
So my whole point, brother, is this. At the end of the day, Angel Reese has been pulverized. The 2 years that she's been in the WNBA, the 3 seasons that she has been
She's
existing.
been treated very unfairly in so many different ways.
But the reason why I have Kelsey Plum up here, it's the same thing with Kelsey. It's the same thing with Plum Dog. We can't be loving one and don't see it on the other side too.
Well, if that's the case, we can say J.O. We can say J.O. There's a lot of people.
It's a lot, and they don't like those type. And to our point, they don't like those type of players in this league. Like you said, it's paid for activity. And
It's funny you said that, bro, Claude. Not to cut you off, because apparently Kelsey Plum was one of the white women that they went to who said no. Supposedly, apparently, it was Brianna Stewart.
Yes.
Sabrina Ionescu.
Yes.
Kelsey Plum, and another that I don't remember Paige Beckers.
Beckers.
They all told the league, pardon my language, F you.
That's right.
So I could almost see what you're saying regarding Kelsey Plum. And the interesting thing with Beckers, right? Remember, Paige and Angel have essentially the same fans, minus the UConn and LSU component, right? Because most people I know that love Paige love Angel, and vice versa, because they were the two anti-Caitlins. Because initially it was Paige that had all the pub her first 2 years until she got hurt. So, but Paige was the it girl, and then Angel became the next it girl when she won her championship, and then they made Clark the it girl when she was coming into the WNBA. So Paige and Angel fans like, wait a minute, we the original it girls, not this fool up here. So I find it hard to believe that Paige got 1 million votes and Angel got 700,000 or whatever they said it was. What if you look at that FIBA vote? Angel got 4 million, Paige got 2 million, Clark got 1 million, and that sounds more natural to me.
Well, we know, brother. I don't have to go back and forth with nobody, just like you don't. And some of us that does support Angel, we know that Angel was number one. We know she was number one, even over Asia. And that's no disrespect to my GOAT, but the baby GOAT is the most when it comes to the social media thing. Let's just do the 50%. We're not talking about what the coaches, because if you're a good coach,
if 20% of those 5 million Instagram people voted, that would be your 1 million votes that would give her number one in forwards.
That's all I'm saying. So that's going to be in the fandom. She is the most known WNBA player of all time.
Easily. Don't be fooled by the WNBA ESPN nonsense. Easily, because guess what? Caitlin Clark, or anyone else for that matter, has not come close to getting 50 million views, as an example, on that Victoria's Secret thing. Just that official Victoria's Secret channel has like 50 million views. 50 million.
Yeah, but what I'm saying,
and that was organic. There wasn't any fake PR before it. We all just reacted to it once we knew she was going to do it.
I'm saying this to say, bro, I'm trying to be as clear as I can, because I got a Caitlin Clark person in the chat. You can stay and you can be a part of this, and we're going to talk basketball. So this is a platform.
Is that the Max Sullivan guy
where
or
you
somebody
say,
else?
I don't know where it's safe at. But all we saying is that Angel Reese is the most popular basketball player in the WNBA. What's up, Max? The most popular WNBA player we are looking at. You can hate it or leave it alone. She had the number one most votes in the WNBA for as fandom. I'm telling you what happened. Of course.
Well, that's the other one, bro, Claude. If I could say this to your
Wait,
point.
hold on. Let me finish what I'm saying.
Sure, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Of course, the coaches voted Asia Wilson is the number one person to have votes. Of course. Because that's coming from not a fan. That's coming from actuality. If the coaches were being real. Asia Wilson is the best basketball player in the WNBA.
Easily.
Period. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing about being. She's the most awarded, most decorated, the most unguardable player in the W.
But let's be fair, bro, Claude. Jo is not that far behind as a guard, and she was nowhere to be seen in any of that voting.
I don't. Jessica, who you talking about?
No, I'm talking about Jackie Young.
Oh, Jackie Young. Jo. So Jo had a slow start.
Yeah,
she had a real slow start.
She
had 8
well
games before she had 8 games that till she turned it on in game 9. She had a slow starter this year. We know who the player is.
You think if Asia had a slow start, she still wouldn't be voted?
No, because of the GOATism of who she is and the individual accolades, and Jackie Young don't have that.
Jackie Young is an amazing player, bro.
She is, but she don't have the, no. You know that's my player. The gun don't have the same personal accolades.
Well, that's a damn shame because you sitting here talking about Kelsey Plum, but I guarantee there's a whole lot of people in the chat that would take Jackie Young before Kelsey Plum.
I wouldn't. If I needed a bucket and put my money on it, Plum Dog gonna get that money.
Plum Dog along
He's a
with
dog.
No. I'll call it out for you. Plum Dog, Arike,
yes.
Plum Dog,
yes,
Sykes,
yes. Marina.
And Kelsey Mitchell, and also Kennedy Carter. Those are, you could just mix them up and pick one. Like those are like 5 of the most unguardable players in the WNBA. Absolutely. They're all like they're similar players. Some may be skinny, some may be muscular.
Forgot one.
But as long as you got one,
you forgot one. Sonya Citron. You forgot one.
Citron is a moneymaker. She hits big shots and so forth like that. But I don't know if she's as quick as those or as crafty as those.
Oh, she is. And she got just as good a defense of anyone.
Her defense is good. Her defense is good for sure.
She's a two-way player.
Don't you feel bad though if you believe that with Citron, knowing that she could have been on Chicago, bro?
Yeah, of course I do.
And that make your stomach twist?
Always. Her both. If I
her and Olivia.
Looking at Olivia Miles and her. Let me get the money real quick.
Angel should have been the general manager because she wanted Olivia, she wanted Citron, she wanted homegirl from Dallas, Odyssey Sims, and she wanted Dejanay, and she wanted Skylar.
It says, Bro Claude, go look at Skylar's story. Incoming trouble.
What'd she say? What'd she do?
Thank you, Auntie Feet. I appreciate you for the $5 super chat. She giving me some information of what Skylar Diggins just said. So hold on a second.
What she said?
Skylar Diggins said something today on the Chicago Sky about the Chicago Sky. Okay, let me see. Skylar Diggins made headlines at frustrating loss in Toronto, bluntly Called out Chicago loser mentality. No, let's see. Some today. Send it to me, feet. I ain't see it. Send it to me. It ain't coming up. But I'll say this, man. Let me say this. Everybody know that there is a conspiracy going on. Don't tell me it's not. I'm telling you it is. I'm telling you allegedly that Kathy Engelberg is playing this thing out all the way, even with the villain in superhero hood. I'm telling you that Angel Reese has to be one of the bad girls. Kelsey Plum is one of the bad girls too, brother. Paige Beckers is one of the bad girls. She's in the middle, borderline riding the fence type of girls.
But they're willing
Kathy.
to have Paige as a backup if the whole
But
Caitlin Clark thing implodes on them.
So let me bust your bubble on that. No, she not.
So they're gonna ride till the wheels falls off, and Caitlin
She's
Clark.
Gonna ride it till the wheel fall off till they get her the person that's gonna play ball that they want to replace her with.
Because
they're not going to Paige Beckers at all on this type of shit.
Because right now, whether they admit it or not, Clark is benched until her and Stephanie White work out what they worked out. And quite honestly, I don't know if they will. We saw what happened last year, right? There were rumors she was benched last year. But and you saw she didn't play the rest of the year. So this year, and the reason why we can speculate she's benched for those in the chat is because we've seen the clear video where she was benched in the game after turning it over, not running back on defense. There was a coaches conference. Bree January went to Clark. Clark didn't get up, so then Coach White went to Clark. Clark got up. She sat outside of the huddle, and then right after the huddle, she waved her hand, walked away by herself, no trainer, no medical staff, followed by the general manager. Why do you think the general manager followed her and not medical staff? Right. And next thing you know, and after that happened, Bro Club, we both said we won't be surprised if she's benched. We just don't know for how long. And it's been 3 games now. The team is playing better, just like last year. So whether Coach White does this till the end of the year,
Caitlin Clark is the problem,
or tries to bring her back to play hero like they did her first year when Kelsey Mitchell and Boston did all the work. We'll see. But right now, she's benched.
Well, I don't know what they're gonna do with that type of thing, but Caitlin Clark is the problem on that team. You don't win without your super so-called mega star. With your super duper mega star.
But she's not a winner. So how do you win?
You don't really win real games. Yes.
That's the conundrum with her. She could put up stats, but she's never been a winner in her life. And the part that nobody wants to talk about is she's a malcontent. She's recalcitrant. She doesn't follow coach's orders. They want her to play off the ball or play as a wing, and she doesn't want to do it. So she has this ebb and flow with Stephanie White, where sometimes she benches, sometimes she sits her out, sometimes she gets mad at her because Caitlin wants to do what Caitlin wants to do. And obviously, Coach White, the team and management is sick and tired of it. They're just sick and tired of it. So the question is, what are they going to do with her? And I've told all these Caitlin Clark fans, she's not going to be traded. The only team that I can see taking her is Chicago, because we know they're stupid. But no good team is going to take Clark. Nobody wants his head case on their team. So I don't know what they're going to do, Bro Claude, but it's really bad.
Well,
because you can't win with her.
They not putting her in Chicago. It's a black city. They not doing it.
But how you going to win with a point guard that takes 20 shots a game, that shoots 40% or less, who turns the ball over 5 to 6 times a game, and who can't play a lick of defense, who the other teams target when she's on the court? Look at how much better the Indiana defense has looked at 3 games when you take her off the court. And for those who think that Caitlin Clark's offense is better than her defense, take Okot, that game in Seattle. Remember when Okot came against Seattle and Iowa fam hit 3 3-pointers in a row on her,
Yeah.
Smesco immediately took her out the game because she was a defensive liability. That's how it normally works. No matter how good you are, if you're a defensive liability, they bench you. Caitlin Clark is the only player in the league who's this bad of a defensive liability, but she still plays more than 20 minutes a game. Because if she was anybody but Caitlin Clark with Kathy at the helm, she'd be playing 12 to 20 minutes a game because her defense is that bad.
Right. Well,
Because most coaches will not play you if you're a turnstile.
I'm
But
just saying, I'm
so we
just
have an unrealistic expectation of her. They think she's a legitimate WNBA player. She's not. Because you have to know how to play defense.
well, no, it's a lot of WNBA
Okay,
players.
let me rephrase that. She's not
Yeah,
a true The only reason why she's a
she's not
superstar
a
is
true
because they
superstar.
allow her to chuck
She
25
can
shots
play in
a
the
game.
W, but she not. You know what I mean? I know you.
Exactly. In
Girl.
other words, if all things were fair, and I see you smiling, bro, Claude. If all things were fair, I see you laughing and smiling. And I don't mind saying this.
Right.
If all things were on the up and up, she'd be averaging 13 points a game and 5 assists or 4 assists because they would only play her 20 minutes, which is what Coach Sides was trying to do that first season when she was platooning her. Right? Remember, she do the offensive defensive switch, or sometimes she just outright bench her because she knew she couldn't afford to have her in the court in the closing minutes because her half court decision making was poor and her half court defense was abysmal. That's reality. But you're not allowed to discuss this on ESPN. You're not allowed to discuss this on Yahoo. You're not allowed to discuss this on CBS. You're not allowed to discuss on NBC. You're not allowed to discuss this on USA. You're not allowed to discuss this on Ion. You're not. So fans who don't follow the sport, they have a misappropriation of what they feel a WNBA star is. WNBA stars, true stars, as we've said, there's only 180 players in the league. The NBA has almost 600. So you can afford to have specialists in WNBA. You can't afford to have specialists in the WNBA because there's only 180 players. So all your true superstars need to have fundamentals and play defense. If they can't, they usually don't play. Look at Sabrina Ionescu, right? When her defense was trash coming back, she was riding the bench from a rookie coach. She was riding the bench. That's the reality of it. But you
Yeah.
got a player that every team, when they sees her, they act like a pack of hyenas in the Serengeti, frothing at the mouth, ready to go after they basketball chum.
Well, let me make this real clear.
You still looking for Skylar? What she said?
Yeah, let me make this. Yeah, I was trying to see, but let me make it real clear though, y'all.
So while you look for that, bro, Card, let me just say this real quick. For
Okay.
anyone in the chat that are Caitlin Clark fans, if you do not believe anything that I'm saying, give me a channel that you want me to come on, and we can have a discussion about everything I said about Caitlin Clark not being both publicity-wise, basketball-wise, and marketability-wise, what y'all want to believe or what Kathy said. I will free to go on any of y'all idiotic shows and have this discussion. Or you can come on this show and we can have that discussion.
Yeah.
That's even better. You can come on this show, and I promise you, Blow Claude will be an equitable manager.
This your home ground. Yeah, it's your home ground. This your home. Why would you have to leave your home?
Because he loved y'all.
Why would you have to leave your home ground, MSL, right here and go somewhere else? They could come over here. They come up in the chat. They hate watching right now. So I'm just saying, man, look. It say drop the link. BD, you're not finna have me on here for 3 hours. I'm finna go to work. MSL bad enough. I'm trying, and then Feed and drop some stuff. It say Skylar made a video to it's over.
What did she say?
Oh, Brother Dennis saying it's over.
Wait, she went live? Skylar went live?
She made a video called "It's Over." I don't know. It's on her Instagram. Skylar Diggins Instagram. Let me see.
Is she saying the relationship in Chicago's over?
I don't know.
Let me not speculate. Let me not speculate.
Now I'm coming off the bench. Cool.
And the crazy part about it all is that I've been so quiet. I've been so good and quiet. I've been so good and quiet.
Ooh.
What did she say?
Oh, she said, I'm coming off the bench. She said, I've been so good.
Wait, a salute?
Hey, look.
Get out of here.
No, she coming off the bench.
For who?
I'm just saying, okay, here you go, chat. Oh shit. We got we got problems, chat. We got
play.
Hold on, I'm finna play it.
Wait, she coming off the bench for who?
She coming off the bench. She
for Snoop? For Grandma Hedgehog?
Hey, they tried to tell.
For Grandma Hedgehog.
Hey, I done seen the chat. They tried to tell me.
For Grandma Hedgehog.
They told me. They tried to tell me, chat. They tried
Yo.
to tell me.
But bro Claude, but I gotta put you on the spot because you yourself had warned us that if they did that, all hell was gonna break loose in Chicago, and there's no way you was gonna keep her mouth shut.
I told you.
You said she was gonna smack the hell out of her.
I tried to tell y'all who this lady is, man. This lady is not playing with. This lady ain't playing with these people.
Wait, the bench? The bench?
She coming off the bench.
For who?
Snooty with no booty.
Yo, this is diabolical if that's true. This is diabolical. This league is trash. This league is so much trash if that's the case. Skylar Diggins is a borderline all-star, forever all-star as far as her career. Yeah, Sloot. Yeah, she's an all-time assist leader or something like that, but she's also closer to 40 than she is to 35. Skylar is 35, if I remember correctly, right?
Yes.
And she's more athletic and did not come off of an ACL injury. So it makes sense. Sloot? Wow, this is diabolical.
Sloot lost the game. The last game, Sloot is the reason why we went into overtime.
Yo, Jeff
Sloot
is such
the
a snake.
reason she lost the ball. She the reason why
Because she old.
Why y'all don't get it that it's racist in this city? What is it that y'all don't fucking get? What is it? You see what she say? Now I'm coming off the bench.
Damn, Skylar. Look at her face. She is not happy.
I've been so good and quiet. I've been so good and quiet.
Wow, she is good and crazy, y'all. She letting us know she crazy, bro, Claude.
She is crazy. What you talking about? She letting us know.
No,
hey, cool
there's a lot of men in the audience that would love that. I mean, she good and crazy. Yeah, I get it.
Hey, y'all.
What's that? Yo, warfare horn? It's gonna be some warfare soon.
Hey, I'm just telling you.
That's the war horn. That's the war horn.
I'm telling you that. Tyler.
Maybe we could play taps, bro, Claw, for the dead bodies that's gonna be found in the Chicago locker room soon.
This girl is from Chicago.
Yo, I'm afraid by what she said. Look at her face.
I've been so good and quiet. I've been so good and quiet.
Yo, she sound crazy. God damn.
I'm trying to tell y'all.
Yo, she looked like Glenn Close in, what was that movie where she was trying to kill homeboy Michael Douglas? Fatal Attraction. Yeah, she looked like the Fatal Attraction chick.
Whom it is
remember how Fatal Attraction, she was so nice, and then when Michael Douglas said, well, I don't want to see you no more, she was like, excuse me? Excuse me?
Breaking news! Breaking news! Skylar Diggins is put on a bench.
That's a fatal attraction look. She's like, I've been so good. I've been so good. But they put me on the bench. They put me on the bench. And the fact that she's making an announcement on her Instagram lets you know it's about to be popping and they're going to be some dead bodies in that Chicago locker room.
Hey, yo. Thank you, Sister Felicia. You the bomb. Auntie Feet, you the bomb.
Yo, I'm afraid of what she said, bro.
Listen how it started out. Look, she say, I'm on a bench coming up.
And the crazy part about it all is that I've been so quiet. I've been so good and quiet. I've been so good and quiet.
God damn, that's so scary. That I've been so good and quiet part scared the hell out of me. Like, bro, Claude, I'm ready to jump in the bathtub, man. Like, I'm ready to jump in the closet. Like, oh my God, like that put fear in my heart. Like, I'm ready to jump out of a window.
Listen, man.
She good and crazy, man. I tell you that.
That's what she said. She said she been good and quiet. She been good and quiet.
And mind you, she being paid $1 million a year and she's still upset.
I've been so good and quiet.
And look at that look to the camera, bro, Claude. Like, look at that look at the camera. Like, it's about to be popping. I'm about to go eat somebody. I'm about to have somebody for dinner. That's the look she got.
Check.
They're about to be some sloop. They're about to be some sloop neck bones. All she need is the war. All she need is the war paint and the drum.
It's a cannibal on the loose, check.
Exactly. About to eat some sloops.
It's a cannibal on the loose, check. Thank you, Cool Beans. $5 super chat for crash. He say crash out time. You goddamn right. It's time, baby. Hey, listen. It's a cannibal. It's a man eater. It's a man eater.
Exactly.
It's a man eater. Tyler Marsh, run. Tyler Marsh, run. It's a man.
It's not a killer whale. It's not a shark. It's not a lion. It's worse than all three. It's not even a Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's something much worse, y'all. It's a disappointed Skylar.
You say it's Max Sullivan. Thanks for the $2 super chat. He said let's MSL be permanent co-host on the show. We already been talking, brother. You late. You late on that. Me and brother MSL already been talking on that. You kind of late. I'm already moved on that. You know, we just got to get everything scheduled and right. Look, chat. I'm gonna tell you.
Sorry, I had to take a phone call, but forget Tyrannosaurus Rex or all them other dinosaurs we can't pronounce that they claim is even more scary. Forget killer whales. Forget barracudas, forget lions, tigers, Gila monsters, whatever they can come up with, asteroids, black holes, pulsars, quasars. Yo, it's a Skylar. That's what your ass gotta be afraid of. It's a Skylar. And she's on the loose. And she's about to take some heads somewhere in Chicago.
I'm about to get up off of here. Because I got to go to work. But y'all, if I didn't have to go to work, I'll let my brother BD. BD, what you trying to say? BD said, wait. I'm about to leave, BD.
We don't want to talk about Angel no more. Skylar's way more fun. So if you want to come on BD, talk about Skylar because she's way more fun.
BD, I gotta get off of here, man, because I gotta go to work. But look. I'm getting off of here, MSL. BD, tonight, you'll be on the panel tonight. MSL will be back tonight if he would come to join me tonight at 10 o'clock. We will be, that's 12 o'clock your time, MSL. We will be on the air tonight 10 o'clock Central Time, 12 o'clock Eastern Time, 8 o'clock Western Time. Now, I'm going to just tell y'all, man, look, I thank everybody for supporting and coming in and listening to us during lunchtime. Tyler Marsh, God, please help that man. Now, listen, I'm praying. I'm praying for you.
Wait, protect him, Sloot, or Jay, or
and his daddy.
Pagliacca, or all of them.
No, I don't want to protect Pagliacca, but his daddy. Protect Tyler Marsh's daddy. Protect him, please. Because Skylar come from the Snapper tribe. And it ain't gonna be nice, chat. It ain't gonna, hey, chat, it ain't gonna be good. It ain't gonna be good. I knew that they was gonna bring Courtney Vandersloot to start. They got to do it.
You did say that, bro, Claude. You did.
Didn't I tell y'all?
And you said Skylar Diggins was not gonna like it.
And Skylar wasn't gonna like it. Y'all gotta be listening to me. Y'all gotta listen to me, y'all. Listen to your uncle. Listen to your brother. I know how this game go. This is a racist city. They got rid of Angel for Courtney Vandersloot. What you think they not gonna let us start? They got rid of Angel Reese for Courtney Vandersloot. Chat. You think that these people ain't just as stupid and crazy and hateful and racist as they are?
Now, in fairness, it's fun to laugh at Skylar, but in fairness, she knew what she was getting into because she had the Angel Reese example beforehand, because then she's been on Angel's show. Yeah, she's from the area, the same way you can say Rakia is from Detroit, and she may want to go to the Detroit Shock or the new Detroit Shock.
She going to the Shock. If Sloop's still there, she gone. If the keys not given to, listen, chat, I'm telling y'all, book it for next year. If the keys not given to Rakia Jackson next year, I don't care, coming off of ACL and exactly what they did to this year with Slooty with no booty, that's 38 years, 39, 7, 42 years old. If the keys not given to that girl next year, I don't care about Sydney Taylor being here. I don't care about Camila Cardoso. If Rakia Jackson do not get those keys next year, she gone to the Detroit Shock. And I'm letting y'all know, she not re-signing. She gonna go with this trash bucket ass, no good organization. They're racists. And they playing in our face, just like the Lakers is doing racist shit. And they playing in our face, talking about, well, we loved Kobe.
Look, bro, I just want to confirm, because she said it. I get it. She said it. But did I just hear Skylar Diggins say she is now coming off the bench, and you're saying it's for 38-year-old ACL Sloot?
Who else is gonna be for?
Yo, that is diabolical.
God, please let it be Tasha Cloud.
Let it be Tasha Cloud. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Skylar's better than Tasha Cloud, so it wouldn't be for her.
But let it be God in heaven.
Skylar is better than JC Sheldon, so it wouldn't be her.
God in heaven.
And we're supposed to believe that young and fine and cute Cindy Taylor is going to be in the same backcourt with old crusty Grandma Hedgehog, or old slow crusty Grandma Hedgehog, in the same backcourt.
God in heaven.
So we supposed to look at Sydney Taylor at 1 minute and then look at Sloot the other minute instead of looking at her and Skylar.
God in heaven.
So the baddies era is over already if you got Grandma Hedgehog in the same backcourt with fine ass Sydney Taylor.
Yeah. JC Sheldon's so fine. Lord have mercy.
No. This team is a train wreck, but we already knew that.
God in heaven. No, this organization is a train wreck. The team is okay. They got a good team. He just don't. The coach is horrible.
And to your argument, bro, Claude, if next year they want to give the keys to Sloot, and when I say the keys,
She
where
got a 2-year
she's the
contract.
one that actually decides what direction the team goes. Rakia could score 30 points a game, but if it's not her team and Sydney's
It's a
team
wrap.
and it's Sloot's team, yes, if I'm Rakia, I am the hell out of
She
there.
gone. She gone. She gone. If they don't get these keys to Rakia Jackson, book it, chat. I'm trying to tell y'all.
But then they're also telling you at the same time, bro, Claude, it's same old, same old. We just put the little head fake because we had to absorb the angel fallout, but it's business as usual. We don't give a damn about any of these women.
No,
And
fuck
you would
it.
tell me, especially
Right.
the black ones.
Yes, they say fuck these niggas.
Because substituting Sloot for Skylar, if that's what's happened, that's diabolical business.
But
And
that's
obviously she not happy because she made a video about it and she looked like Glenn Close in the video.
But that's what it is. I don't care what you talking about, how it goes, what it could be, how it should be. This is what it is.
Hey, I got chills. Just having her repeat that line. What was the line again? She kept repeating. Oh, I've been nice.
She said,
nice. I've been so nice.
I've been quiet.
That's scary.
She said, I've been quiet. Hey, She say, chat. She say, I've been quiet.
There about to be some dismembered hedgehog in the Chicago locker room. That's all I know.
It's a man eater on the loose. It's a man eater. Everybody won.
What is it, y'all? What is it? What? I can't see it. Oh, it's a Skylar! It's a Skylar! No!
And the crazy part about it all is that I've been so quiet. I've been so good and quiet. I've been so good and quiet.
Run! Run for your lives! Run for your lives!
Oh.
I just came out of a cold sweat, James Brown style, y'all. Can't help myself. Hot damn.
Tyler Marsh has the final say. You know
the make you sweat now.
Max, no, he don't. Don't fool yourself, Max. Don't play with yourself like that. Tyler Marsh ain't got no say. Tyler Marsh ain't running this team. This Tyler Marsh is a puppy. He's a puppy. He's a little puppy with the little, with the puppy want his little sausages and stuff, and they come wagging their tail. Tyler Marsh is in trouble because Skylar Diggins, when I tell you a man eater. So listen, we gonna do it like this. Turn on your notifications every time I drop a hot banger. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Give to the channel, y'all, and support the channel and make this channel come up. But what I want y'all to do, please, say your prayers in heaven for Tyler Marsh and ask him, Lord, don't let this girl from the Midwest. Lord, don't let Skylar Diggins kill these people. Skylar, don't call Pookie them off the hood because they're your cousin. They live right here in Chicago. These people don't know your faction. I know who you is, Skylar. I don't want nobody walking outside seeing Skylar Diggins' cousins. I'm just saying this is what the hell gonna happen. I know y'all saying this professional sport, but unprofessional things do happen. So God in heaven, please protect all of the people that's gonna be coming out that gymnasium. If she is benched, she requesting a trade tomorrow.
Before we go, bro, Claude, you don't have to answer it now because I know we talk about Skylar, but don't forget to give a comment on Tanai Latson being cut from the Sparks.
Yeah, she done. They cut I knew it was coming. I told you this. I knew it was coming. Let's see if they go get to Nia Jackson over here in Chicago. No, they not.
Nah, they're not gonna bring her.
They not, because they dumb. So now Fagan got cut. Another Gamecock. Gone. Wasted. Listen, man, these people are diabolical. I'm just saying, ain't no black female coaches in this league. This league is very, very suspect. I'm saying ain't no black female coaches nowhere. They got 2 black male coaches, but ain't no black female coaches nowhere. Ain't no black head coach. Man, y'all gotta, man, it's trouble in paradise. And I'm just trying to tell y'all.
Wait,
Skylar,
when was Chicago ever paradise? I thought it was like the Poseidon Adventure or Doomsday Ship or something.
You's a hater, MSL.
I mean, you just set loose one of the most dangerous beings on the planet, Skylar, and it already made an announcement saying it's about to devour half of Chicago. I would be afraid if I was you, living anywhere within a 50-mile radius.
Go get him, Skylar. I took the leash off, goddammit. If they bench you, Skylar, I want y'all to clip this. If they bench you, Skylar, blow it all up, Skylar. Blow it up. Blow it all up. Blow it up. Put the dynamite. No, fuck it.
Now, this is not right. Now, this is not right, y'all. This is not right, because I'm not Skylar, so I'm not telling you that it's okay. But the only thing I could see Chicago saying, though I still think it's not right, is Biddy, we are paying you $1 million a year. Go sit your behind down and take it. Because you're being promptly compensated for it. I don't agree with it, but that's probably what they saying.
Hog boss. Hog boss. Blow it all up. Blow it up. Blow it up, Skylar. Skylar, I'm going to put my iron curtain on. I'm going to have my house going to be covered. Eat it all up. Tear it all apart.
But you know what? We'll have fun with this, bro, Claude. But going back to how the media is, unless she says this during a press conference, I'm guessing the media is going to pretend like she didn't say this and it didn't happen.
Say, bro, Claude, did you decide to take the day off? No, I ain't taking the day off.
He's just happy, Vet, and he's just happy because we on the air together. He's just happy.
Listen, MSL, my brother, y'all already know from another mother, but I got to get off of here, y'all, because I got to go to work. I got to get out of here and make some donuts. And listen, y'all, look, BD say, go to work, bro, Claude. Yep, BD, no. Already, I got to go to work. I got to get off here, MSL.
Okay.
Everybody go ahead, run. Skylar Diggins been put on the bench. Goddamn. Oh, my God. So, y'all, I thank you for what you do. I thank you for what you've done. I thank you for what you will do. And as always, I leave as I came with another banger. Oh, we gonna have a good show tonight. So you gonna want to show up tonight at 10 o'clock, because it's gonna be an off the charts show tonight. Chat. Come on through. Hey, if you ain't already subscribed, go subscribe to get that off your chest. To me and Brother K-Sap's podcast, the new one we just set off and launched, had a great show. Had Dre Day on there last night. You know what I'm saying? So Dre Day did awesome job. Y'all, shout out to everybody. Shout out to ADP. Shout out to C-Wiz. Shout out to Big Dog. Shout out to Mama June. Shout out to all of y'all that came out in here and came and supported me. I appreciate it. Say Skylar forgot about me. Say Skylar forgot about they did to Angel in Chicago. It was diabolical. But one thing about Angel wasn't put on the bench. Mama June, one thing ain't happened to Angel. She got put on let's make a decision. Skylar, you coming off the bench.
Brooklyn, I still can't believe that happened. Like they didn't even try to make it look.
Every time All-Star, Courtney Vandersloot ain't been to the All-Star game.
How many years?
To the bench.
But Skylar Diggins was the All-Star last year.
I know. I said they like.
And she's 3-4 years younger, so we expect her ability to decline more than someone who just came off an ACL, has barely played in 2 years.
They turned the ball over at the end of the game.
38 years old, turned the ball over to lose the game and look like Sonic the Hedgehog, Grandma Hedgehog, or look like her face just got raked over a vat of sandpaper. So she probably can't even see. I mean, like, what is going on here?
No, let me tell you what's going on. These white folks on this team told y'all, Michael Alter and Jeff Pagliosha, telling y'all that Courtney Vandersloot was brought here to run this operation. Forget about what y'all talking about. Angel, get out of here. Rikia, you in trouble. And Skylar, go sit your $5 ass down on the bench. That's what these white folks is saying to you. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm getting up off of here. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I see y'all tonight at 10. I'll see y'all on the Players Club later. But y'all got to tune in. Me and MSL going to have it cooking like fish grease tonight. Y'all, listen. Be grateful that we are all breathing today. And let us all be together in harmony and love. See y'all, man. See you later on, MSL. I'll talk to you in a minute.
I'll see you later tonight.
What's up, Lyman?
Chicago. Dear foreigner, welcome to my